you. 𝐀𝐧𝐧𝐶𝐻 Mama na Fatima view na Jose with Granny na 𝐂𝐦𝐫𝐥𝐬. Yeah. Her Excellency Dr. Joel Taylor, the former Vice President of Liberia, and my dear sister, Her Excellency Madam 𝐀𝐧𝐧𝐮𝐤, the former First Lady and the current Special Advisor on Gender, the Right Honorable 𝐍𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐥, the Chairperson for the All People's Congress here present, Honorable Member of Parliament. Please, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on existing protocol, but I actually have to acknowledge Mr. Edmond for putting on a show all the time. Distinguished guests, esteemed partners and advocates, our respected educators, policymakers, and community leaders, our beloved young women and girls. Come on. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you answer, let's say you're not hungry, because me not eat breakfast where I am, but I'm alive. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. The song is beautiful, and I was not here the last 4 days, but after listening to all the recap, I feel like I have been here the last 4 days. And I'm very humble and happy for all the people who actually passed through here the last 4 days to inspire you all this much. And I'm hoping that when you go home, you are going to actually use whatever it is that you've learned here the last few days. You're going to be implementing it in your community. It is difficult to be a woman. It is more harder to be a woman in a political arena in Africa. And it's even becoming worse in Sierra Leone. But you know what? With the voices that I've heard here today, I know that there is a great light in the tunnel and one that cannot be seen at all. Keep dreaming. Because it is only when you dream you can achieve your mission in life. Do not allow anybody to kill your dream. Dreams are not meant to be killed, but they are meant to be fulfilled. Today, we gathered in celebration, not merely of an anniversary, but of a vision that was born from pain, strengthened by purpose, and sustained by the unbreakable spirit of girls. 10 years ago, in 2015, when our nation was still reeling from the devastating impact of the Ebola pandemic, Sierra Leone was at a crossroad. Schools were shut down, families were displaced, and our social fabric was deeply shaken. In that time of uncertainty, it was our girls who bore the heaviest burden. Many were forced out of school, some were pushed into early marriage or teenage mothers. Many faced abuses, and some even faced hopelessness. And yet, in the midst of that darkness, something powerful began to bloom. The National Girls Empowerment Forum. It was born out of compassion, courage, and an unyielding belief that no matter how broken the circumstances are, the dreams of our daughters must never be abandoned. The forum, launched by the Kids Advocacy Network, became more than a program. It became a movement. It offered a safe space for adolescent girls and young women to find their voices. It regains their confidence and reclaim their future. It brought back hope where despair once lived. It reminded every girl that her circumstances do not define her. Her courage does. From its humble beginning, the National Girls Empowerment Forum has grown into a powerful national platform. Each year, it brings together hundreds of girls from across Sierra Leone, from urban cities to the most remote rural communities to learn, to share, and to lead. It has become a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience, not only for girls, but for our nation as a whole. Over the past decade, this forum has done more than change lives. It has shaped a generation of bold, brilliant, and purposeful young women who are redefining what leadership looks like. They are standing tall in classrooms, in boardrooms, and in communities, proving that when girls are given the opportunities, they do not just rise, they lift others with them. This is a clear testament of that. And when you look at the president of the Kids Advocacy Network, Madam BC, I admire you all the time. You are such, during the election, when they were campaigning for who would lead the Children's Network Forum, and I heard her on the radio. After listening to this young lady, I said, if she doesn't win, in fact, I say it in Creole, if you don't win the Rogan. And I'm so pleased every time I hear you speak, every time I hear your presentation. You guys are just fantastic, and you're making me proud. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Girls Empowerment Forum has touched countless of lives through its core mission to restore education, build confidence, and promote gender equality. Let me highlight a few of the ways it has made an extraordinary impact in our country, Sierra Leone. Restoring education and hope. For many girls who drop out of school due to poverty, early pregnancy, or crisis, the forum became a bridge back to education. It gave them a second chance to dream and to achieve. Each of those girls represents a victory, not just for herself, but for her family and this nation. And leadership and confidence building. Through mentorship and interactive leadership sessions, the forum has nurtured young women who are fearless, articulate, and visionary. These are the girls who will lead the next chapter of Sierra Leone's story. A story of equality, a story of integrity, and a story of innovation. This forum has actually promoted gender equality to its highest. The forum has been at the forefront of advocating women's rights, breaking stereotypes, and amplifying the voices of women and girls. It continues to challenge the status quo and remind us that empowering women is not charity. It is a smart leadership and a national progress. So they're not doing us a favor. By empowering us, they're empowering more than half of your country. And when you empower more than half of your country will grow. If you keep half of your country in the kitchen, you'll end up with smoke. Creating safe and supportive space across every district. The forum provides a safe environment where girls can be heard, where girls can heal, and where girls can be empowered. In those circles of sisterhood, they discover their strength and their worth together as sisters. Inspiring advocacy and policy change by engaging influential leaders, policymakers, and advocates. The forum has become a catalyst for the system change, ensuring that girls' education and empowerment remain central to our national development agenda. My dear children, friends, and friends of Sierra Leone, as we celebrate this 10th anniversary, we also look forward for the next decade calls us to deepen our commitment to ensure that no girl in Sierra Leone is left behind. We must continue to fight for access to quality education for every child, to end child marriage, to protect girls from violence, and to provide them with the tools and opportunity to lead. Empowering girls is not just a moral duty, it is the key to a national transformation. And we must also celebrate the power of partnership, the collective effort that has sustained this forum. To our partners, mentors, facilitators, and supporters, your dedication has been the heartbeat of this mission. To our advocates and champions, thank you for standing beside our girls and believing in their dreams. To the young women who have passed through this forum, you are the embodiment of strength and grace. You have turned obstacles into opportunities. You have shown that when girls are empowered, community thrives and nation prosper. To every girl listening here today, know this: you are enough, you are capable, and you are destined for greatness. Do not let anyone or anything dim your light. Your world needs your brilliance, your world needs your compassion, and your world needs your leadership. As women, as mothers, as leaders, we have a sacred duty to keep the doors of opportunities open for every girl who comes after us. We must continue to lead with empathy, with courage, and with unwavering belief in the power of education and empowerment. As Maya Angelou once said, each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. And today, as we celebrate 10 years of standing up, speaking up, and lifting others, we stand not only for ourselves, but for the countless girls whose voices are yet to be heard. May this 10th anniversary remind us that the work is not done, but together we can, and we build a Sierra Leone where every girl can learn, every girl can lead, and every girl can live in dignity. Here is 10 years of hope, resilience, and transformation. Here is too the National Girls Empowerment Forum, shining testaments to what is possible when we believe in our girls. And here is to the next decade, a decade of unstoppable women and unshakable dreams. Thank you, and may God bless all of you. But before I go, I want to say something to you all. As you all know, I am your First Lady, but I've always believed that education is the key to whatever we do. And we are now talking, our political circle is way in 2028, but I am only talking to the young girls of this nation. For any political party, including my own political party, the SLPP, who wants to take away your free education, do not vote for them. Only vote for somebody who is willing to empower you with education, for somebody who is willing to make sure you go to school without ordering your parents for school fees. Have this in your diary, because they are coming knocking at your door. And when they come, ask them question: is my education safe? That is the question you should be asking any politician that comes to you. So let me take this opportunity in thanking my dear sister, the former Vice President. You know what? We call her the former Vice President, but some of you don't even know she was the former First Lady of Liberia. She came from being the former First Lady of Liberia to being one of the greatest senators of that nation, and then now the former Vice President. You see what women can do? And who said a First Lady cannot lead? That First Lady has led and led with dignity and pride. And we are proud to say she is our African pride. And I'm always honored when I am in her company. When she speaks, I listen. Because when I listen, I learn and I take so much from her. Liberia and Sierra Leone, we are almost one and the same. And whenever you're in this country, I just want to continue to celebrate her. She is a wonderful African woman who has shown us that indeed women can also lead, and they can lead with dignity, they can lead with pride, and they can lead and succeed in leadership. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening and afternoon, and please do not let all what we have discussed here in this room. Take it home and pass it on to your colleagues. May God bless you.